sit, refresh. You have to refresh it.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another evening of Port Allegany basketball, where we have the Oswayo Green Valley JV versus the Port Allegany Gators JV. Starting off, as there's going to be it's going to be right off to a tip-off. We've got for the visiting Oswayo, Isaiah Good, number 4. Owen Bryant, number 14. Ridge Messler, number 15. Don Welsh, number 24. And number 42, Landon Fleurschutz for the starting players. And I do apologize if there is anyone watching from Oswayo. I do apologize if I mess up some names. I got here a little late and did not get the correct spelling and pronunciations from the coaches. I got the correct spelling, but not the pronunciations. For Port Allegany, we have number 0, Austin Hamilton. Number 1, Austin Yeager. Number 2, Isaac Amel. Number 23, Derek Smith. And number 24, Jacob Kaiser. And we've got, as the clock shows there, about 2 minutes, 55 seconds left before we start getting into things for the game. And we will be back here in just a minute. Right now, as you can see, we have the captains for both teams out discussing rules, good sportsmanship, conduct, how to interact with the referees, and as always, what happens should they command something. So then we'll have the tip-off here in less than 2 minutes. Alrighty, folks, as the teams get their last-minute instructions from their coaches, we got the starting fives for both teams coming out. Now, those of you who are tuning in for the JV game, make sure to stick around because we will be also broadcasting the varsity game immediately following this. Tip is over to Port Allegany. Jacob Kaiser drives into the lane, shots up, misses, rebound by Bryant. And we have Good driving up the court. Also drives baseline, which is Landon. I'm going to say his first name because his last name, that was a little complicated. Landon drives baseline, goes up just off of it, but Bryant is there for the rebound and scores 2. Yeager comes down. Over to Hamilton, down to Jacob Causer. Back to Yeager. And stolen away by Welsh. As he drives to the top of the key, dishes down to the baseline. Looks like a weave pattern. Hamilton guarding him closely. Dishes down over to Bryant. Back to Welsh. Welsh tries to step back, looks for a three, but misses, or chooses to pass it off. Passed around. Back over to Messler. Back over to Landon. Good. As they're trying to penetrate the man defense that Port Allegany is in at this moment. And that attempt to go up is blocked or knocked out of bounds by Derek Smith. And there's a kick for a dead ball by Derek Smith, which is immediate turnover for possession. And there's an immediate toss out for emergency to Messler. Back up and handed off to Welsh, guarded closely by Hamilton. That's passed over and around. Hamilton jumps the passing lane, gets it tipped around, but not available. They get it over to Good. Good's three-point shot misses, but is rebounded by Landon. Landon sees the lane, drives, and a late foul as he goes up. And foul is on Austin Hamilton. That is his first, team's first. And Floor Shorts will go to the line for two. First one up, misses. Second one is going to be ready and good to go. That misses. Causer's jumping around, tipping it up, gets it over to Smith. Smith calls out a play. Over to Yeager. Back to Smith. To Hamilton. Smith looking to shoot, misses, not misses, but sees an opportunity. Gets it down to Amel. Amel drives in and scores for two. We've got a full court man pressure going on for Port Allegany, which causes Welsh to throw it away, and Messler is unable to hold on to the ball. Oswayo in a man defense, which is sometimes a good thing and a bad thing. That dish down to Amel gets broken up and is turned over. Good brushes down. Welsh tries to put up a ball, Messler. That misses. Rebound by Hamilton. Causer drives in and attempts a layup and is fouled. I do believe that's going to be on Welsh. Yes, it is. That's his first, team's first. Causer's first attempt is just off. And we have a substitution for Oswayo. Cars coming in for Messler. Causer's second shot is good. And as Oswayo brings it up and breaks the full court pressure, Causer is able to strip it away from Landon as he tries to drive it in. Hamilton down to Amel, sees a cutting Causer. Causer's layup misses. Rebound the tip out by Yeager. Yeager's three-point shot also misses. Smith caught in the corner and gets a timeout reprieve by Port Allegany. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. As we come out of the timeout, it's going to be Port Allegany ball on the baseline with Yeager taking it out. Yeager's looking for the emergency dish out as we're getting close to the 5 second. Over to Smith. And as Oswayo's 2-3 defense forces a travel, Port comes right out into a pressure. Austin trying to guard him closely. Welsh trying to find something, make something happen. Skips it over to Landon. Dishes down, attempt to Bryant. But Causer tips that out in the passing lane, goes out of bounds, but it stays Oswayo. Emergency dish out all the way over to Welsh. Welsh once again trying to make something happen. And is guarded closely by Hamilton. Welsh tries to pass it over, but is stripped away and intercepted for the pass by Causer. And Causer is fouled by Welsh. That's his second, team second. Now Smith over to Amel, back to Smith. Smith, three-point attempt, misses, tipped out. Hamilton able to track it down at the far side. Amel's able to get it into Causer. Causer tries a no-look pass over to Smith and throws that one out of bounds for a turnover. Port Allegany back out in a man press. They get it in to Good. Good takes it down, tries to go up, but ball is knocked. Was knocked out of bounds. There was no foul there from what I can see from the officials. And it's turned over to Port Allegany. Funk comes into the game. Hamilton drives down, trying to look for an opportunity. Smith, Hamilton playing a little perimeter defense or offense. Amel sees the lane and goes in for two, making it 5-2 with 2 minutes left. Bryant trying to make a move, loses his handle on the ball and causes an Oswayo turnover. Hamilton drives down, looking left, sees Smith in the corner, gets a 15-foot jumper, but not able to get it down, and the rebound just gets out of the hands, and Landon's able to take it down the right side. Hands off to Messler. Over to Carr. Carr tried to get it down to Bryant. Funk intercepts it. They're able to get up to Hamilton, and the fast break breaks down as they're trying to get over to Smith. 3-point rapid shot happening here as action's happening pretty quickly. That was missed. Rebounded by Bryant. Bryant's follow-up shot was blocked by Funk as Oswayo is trying to make an opportunity. And they were able to get a rebound there and a score by Bryant on that rebound. Hamilton goes baseline with Amel. Amel drives baseline, in for a layup, and that's two for him. Port Allegany back in the press, and we got a tipped ball out of bounds on that press, and it stays with Oswayo. And Kistler is in for Port Allegany. Landon gets it over to Good. Good drives, loses his handle on it, but over to Kistler. Kistler gets to Hamilton, looking for a fast break. He's got trailers. He sees Funk. Funk makes a 20-foot jumper, but misses that. And Smith is called for an over-the-back foul. That's his first, team second. And another full court press coming on this dead ball. Long full court pass is blocked on Landon's shot by Amel. Amel's able to get up the court. See Smith. Smith dishes back over to Funk. Funk thinks otherwise of a three-point shot. Oswayo's now in a 3-2 offense. Funk sees the base in the corner, sees Kistler, just the small window, but Kistler's not able to hold on to that bounce pass, which turns it over to Oswayo with 4.5 seconds left. And Amel is able to intercept the pass, and it goes out of bounds. As it was a good attempt on that full court press. Oswayo is able to get it in, but the last second three-point shot is blocked by Funk. And that will be the first quarter with a score of 7-4. We've got the Port Allegany cheerleaders, who are coached by Coach Terry Austin and Lisa Redmond. And we have for the cheerleaders, Lily Babcock, Kaylin Bonowitz, Addison Burr, Devin Carpenter, Jersey Gamet, Savannah Hart, Kaylee Lloyd, Mackenzie Mitchell, and Avery Redmond. And you'll be seeing them a lot tonight as they'll be cheering on both teams during their intermissions. As we come out of the intermission, it appears there's been no substitutions for either team. Port Allegany still in a high-pressure defense. And Welsh is in trouble, gets it over to Good. Good gets the ball stripped out. Smith is diving on the ball, trying to get to it. It's good hustle. Good is able to find a lane, shoots on the baseline, misses. Funk is able to get the rebound, make a couple of moves. Gets it over to Hamilton. Hamilton sees Smith. Smith, three-point shot. Funk with a fake jumper. Just is down to Kistler. Kistler not able to hold on to it and actually make a shot in the baseline. Gators pass it around. Causer tries to again pass it down to Hamilton, and that had just a little too much zip on it and goes out of bounds. Port Allegany in a tight defense against Welsh. Looks like they're trying to shut down and keep a defense, keep the ball out of Welsh's hands. Good with a fadeaway jumper for two, makes it 7-6. Hamilton gets it over to Smith. And Smith's pump fake gets stripped away by Good. And Good is fouled by Smith. That is his second, team's third. Good throws it up, intercepted by Funk. Funk dishes down to Smith. Smith pump fakes, left-handed layup, and that is good for Smith. Making it 9-6. Good runs down, loses the handle on it, but it ends up going to Landon. Landon sees cutting Welsh. Welsh pump fake, turns, misses the jumper, rebounded by Causer, who gets it over to Hamilton. Hamilton drives the floor, sees a lane, lays it up for two, making it 11-6. And as good as trying to dribble around, gets a little loose there. Dishes over to Messler. Messler over to Landon. Welsh with a long three. Misses that. Rebounded by Kistler. Over to Smith. Smith being brought up and Welsh guarding him closely. Oswayo once again into 3-2. Causer sees Funk down low, and Funk puts that in for two, making it 13-6 with 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Oswayo passing it around. Welsh looking for it up, steps back, pump fake, gets it down to Messler. Over to Carr. Good for the three-point shot, misses, rebounded by Kistler. Smith looking for something, sees Funk in the corner. Funk wide open three, misses that. Rebounded by Carr. And Oswayo brings it back up, 13-6 still the score. Good. Tries to see a pass down, gets tipped out and stripped, but it stays Oswayo ball. We have substitutions on both sides. We've got Julian Capel and Isaac Amel looks like also came back in. He must have slipped out of me on the quarter. And Bryant is back in. Funk drives, sees that open lane, uncontested, making it 15-3 or 15-6. And a travel is called on Miller, who also kind of snuck in for me. And for the Gators, another substitution of Yeager coming in for Kistler. Capel over to Yeager. Capel over to Funk. Funk pass fakes. Sees an open opportunity because they step back on him for a three-point shot. Making the score 18-6. Welsh makes a move. He steps back. Oswayo's able to tip it, but it goes to Funk. Funk takes off, sees Causer. Causer loses the handle on it. I think he had a little bit of too much grease or something tonight and just got slippery and went out of bounds. That was wide open, and somehow he completely let that one go. Oswayo looking to try and get something going. Able to lob it up and over Capel to Welsh. Welsh trying to make a move. Capel guarding him closely. Funk intercepts it. Breakaway. Jumps up, tries a dunk. Not able to get that over the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Good attempt. I know it's hard to go up 10 feet like that when your legs are getting tired. Ball went out of bounds and turned over as they tried to throw it out of bounds. Coming back in for Oswayo is Landon, and Lyons is first coming in for the game. Yeager gets it over to Funk. Funk pulls it out, trying to make a move. Cross-court bounce pass over to Amel is intercepted. That's a risky bounce pass to come across that way. Welsh comes up, tries to make a move. Allegany in a man offense or defense. And Welsh's shot misses off the back of the rim. It is rebounded by Messler and then immediately blocked by Funk, which goes out of bounds. Shot comes in for Funk. Yeager gets an over-the-back foul called on him. That's his first, team's fourth, with 2:04 left in the half. I was going to say the quarter, but either one's correct. And ball was somewhat deflected, and a little confusion there, but the ball ended up being tipped and then touched by Oswayo out of bounds. Turnover. Capel over to Causer. No look pass to Yeager. Yeager not able to get that to fall for him. And Amel goes up with a jump ball. Stays Port Allegany ball. Yeager to Capel. Over to Causer. Back to the corner. Gets it over to Amel in the corner. Shot. Power dribble. Goes up. Gets tipped and blocked away. Causer tries to bounce pass it, but misses that. Oswayo goes full court, but Lyons is unable to finish that. Rebound by Capel. And the Gators apparently are not, or both teams are having issues just holding on to the basketball tonight, as Amel is not able to hold on to that one. More full court pressure from Port Allegany. Welsh able to get some distance to get it over the timeline. Welsh to Carr. Down to Bryant. Bryant makes a move, misses, gets his own rebound, but that gets tipped away. Carr with a 15-foot jumper from the elbow, Carr, looking at my notes here. A 15-foot jumper from the elbow makes it an 18-8 game. Causer to Amel. Amel makes a move, unable to finish the layup. And we got a foul called on Capel, his first, I do believe, team's fifth. Causer intercepts the pass and lays it up for two. Kind of a thank you, as he was just right in front of the basket when that happened, making it 20-8. Welsh tries to make a move. And loose ball as it was stripped from Welsh with a jump ball call, ends up staying Oswayo. Oswayo able to get into Welsh, but Welsh's shot misses. Amel with the rebound, tries to make a fast break happen, backs it out. Yeager over to shot with 20 seconds left. Port Allegany looking to make keep the last second shot. Oswayo still in a 3-2 offense. Yeager over to shot. Welsh jumps to passing lane, not able to hold on to it, and loose ball strippage. And Welsh just decided to throw up a three-quarter court shot to see if something could fall. But that is the half, with Port Allegany leading Oswayo 20-8. And we will take a 8-minute break, and we'll be right back, folks. Alrighty, folks, as we're coming out of it, I know I'm missing a basket by someone from Oswayo, but Good has 2. This is an unofficial amount. And Bryant with 4, and I know I'm missing a layup by someone. Because if I have 6 marked on my paper, 8's on the scoreboard, I did my math wrong. For Port Allegany, Hamilton with 2, Amel with 6, Funk with 7, Smith with 2, and Causer with 3. And off the cuff, yeah, that sounds right to me. So we'll see with the starting lineups who's coming out here in another 60 seconds for both teams. And I must give a shout out for my cameraman over there, Dave Bartlett. He's going ahead and whispering in my ear that number 10, Carr, also had a basket. And remembering now, yes, he did, as it was an elbow jumper. So, as we come out of the intermission, it'll be Port Allegany ball. Hamilton, Smith, Yeager, Amel, and Causer for Port Allegany. For Oswayo, we have Welsh, Bryant, Good, Messler, and Landon Futch. Yeager with a 3 to start off from the corner. Welsh gets it over to Messler. Messler back over to Welsh. Welsh over to Messler. Messler smothered, gets an open opportunity and hits a 3. And there is a warning to number 14 for pushing the ball after the basket for basically a delay of game. And that is Bryant. So Smith with the ball, skips it over to Yeager. Yeager looks for a 3. Hamilton tries, thinks of otherwise, gets it over to Smith. Hamilton back over to Yeager. Yeager with another 3 attempt. That's good. That's his 2nd in a row. Making it 26-11. Messler, Landon, Good. Welsh, backward Messler. Good passing all around, and Good sees Messler cutting. Messler had a good opportunity there, but is blocked by Yeager. A little pump fake might have assisted him there. Ball was knocked out of bounds, stays Oswayo. They get it into Good. Good with a running jumper, misses, and we get a push foul on Yeager as Yeager was trying to block it. The push in the back. That is Yeager's 2nd, team's 1st, and Bryant goes to the line to shoot 2. Yes, Bryant's first one is up and good. And no one on either team is really in foul trouble. Bryant's 2nd shot off the back of the rim, rebounded by Smith. As Yeager for Allegany has 2 fouls and Smith has 2. Smith over to Hamilton. Smith back to Smith. Yeager sees a cutting Amel, and Amel is good for 2. Messler looking for opportunity. Long pass to the center. Yeager intercepted, missed that. Rebound by Amel. And that is good for 2. Another steal by Port Allegany. And Derek Smith is able to put it in for 2. And he'll be going to the line for to shoot 1. And we get a timeout called by Oswayo. That foul was called on. I'm waiting for the scoreboard to be updated. And that was on number 4, Good. That's his first. So the score, pushed the button too many times, is 32-12 with 4:57 left in the third quarter. And during the 30-second timeout, we got the cheerleaders for Port Allegany cheering on the boys. Crowd is starting to build here, as I believe the varsity fans are starting to stroll in to support our boys. As we're coming out of the intermission, remember Smith is at the line to shoot 1. And that is good. Oswayo is able to get it into Good. Good takes it down. Avoids a charge possibility, but tries to dish it off to Bryant. It was loose ball. Welsh is able to track it down. Landon, Welsh with a backdoor cut on Hamilton. That layup is no good. Rebounded by Yeager. Yeager over to Hamilton. As Oswayo is now in a 2-3 defense. Smith sees Hamilton in the corner. Pump fakes, drives, and attempts a reverse layup, but is fouled. I can't really see, so I'm waiting for the ref. By Good with a block. Hamilton will be going to the line for 2, and that is Good's second foul. And the same thing for Oswayo. No one really in foul trouble over here, with Good just getting his second foul. And Welsh also has 2. Hamilton's first shot was no good. Second shot is up, off the side of the rim, does not get the shooter roll. Rebounded by Bryant. And Good is trying to make something happen. Dishes it to Landon. Landon over to Welsh. Calls out a play. Gets it over to Landon. Landon sees Good. Backdoor cuts. Drives baseline. Gets blocked by Yeager. Picked up by Landon, though. Gets it to Messler. Over to Welsh. Welsh calling out another play. Down to Bryant. Tries to do a backcourt cut, but gets it Good. Back down to Bryant. Back over to Welsh. Welsh drives the paint. His running jumper misses. Rebounded by Causer. Smith slowly brings it up. Gets it over to Yeager. Over to Hamilton. Hamilton, Yeager, Smith. Back over to Yeager. Passing the ball around the perimeter. And Smith tries to pivot around, but took one too many steps and called for a travel. Causer is subbed out by Kessler. Messler tries to get it in. Yeager almost, or not Yeager, Smith almost intercepts that, but it gets it knocked out of bounds. Stays Oswayo ball with 3:13 left in the third quarter. Long skip pass over to Good. Good gets it down to Bryant, and that is a quick 2 for Bryant. Yeager now down to Hamilton, back to Amel. Amel sees Kistler. Kistler, 15-foot jumper on baseline, rebounded by Landon. Welsh coming up. Welsh able to get around Hamilton, drives, and that running jumper is good. Good, trying to sneak up and steal it from Hamilton. Hamilton sees an open lane, drives, misses his layup, and is rebounded by Welsh. And Welsh's drive misses, rebounded by himself. His putback is good from about 7 feet out. Oswayo on a definitely nice little perked up run here, getting some energy back with the score of 33-18. Substitution sitting there waiting for both on both teams. Amel's able to back Messler down a little and use the bank to score 2. And Landon gets called for a double dribble. And we have multiple substitutions coming in. For Oswayo, we've got Carr and Lyons coming in. For Port Allegany, we have Luck, Schott, and Capel. Yeager over to Capel, back to Yeager, over to the Luck. Yeager drives, running jumper, misses, rebound good. Good, trying to go coast to coast, gets around the Gators, shot, misses. Yeager able to pick it up and also take it down. Good was tracking Yeager the whole way and was able to tip it from behind, but it goes out of bounds. Capel looking for someone to get it to. Tosses it out to Luck, over to Yeager. Oswayo in a 2-3 still. Now normally the way to get around the 2-3 is exactly like that. You pass it in the middle, the defense collapses, you leave someone on the baseline like Schott, who was able to make a nice little layup there for 2, making it 37-18. Good is able to make some distance around, and Schott is called for a reaching foul. That is his first, team's second. Welsh looks for an opportunity, gets it into Lyons. Back over to Welsh. Welsh looking for a shot, gets a shot opportunity, misses that. Schott is able to get the rebound, comes down, able to avoid the defense. Luck to Yeager. Yeager's three-point shot misses with 40 seconds left. Capel pump fakes, three-point shot misses. Rebound as it was tipped around by Luck. 30 seconds left. Yeager with another 3, misses. Schott with the rebound, gets it taken away by Good. And Oswayo has got 20 seconds to see about a last-second shot. Good over the Lyons. Lyons drives the center of the paint, misses. 7 seconds left as Kistler is able to bring that down. Yeager runs down the court, and Yeager is blocked by Welsh. And that ball goes out of bounds as time expires. And now we've got the Port Allegany cheerleaders. as we come out of the intermission, no substitutions, it looks like, for either team. And pass is broken up by Kistler, but goes back to Carr. Carr to Good. Over to Welsh. Welsh goes around a screen. Has an opportunity. Fadeaway jumper. Misses. And was going to go out of bounds. And Welsh ends up cheekily throwing it off Schott's legs to keep the possession alive. Causer comes back in for Port Allegany. And we have Miller in also for Oswayo. Ball is turned over as I was looking at my paper, so I'm not exactly sure how that action happened. But Capel brings the ball up. Oswayo on a man defense now, it looks like. Luck gets a screen, gets it over to Causer. Causer looking for something to happen. His pass is deflected by Lyons and picked up by Welsh. A lot of turnovers from both sides tonight. Carr passes over to Lyons. Back to Carr. Down to Welsh. Welsh's pass is intercepted. And Causer is fouled by Good, I do believe. That is his third. Team's fourth, I do believe. And a big line change for Oswayo where Landon comes in. Bryant and Messler. Capel over to Schott, back to Capel. Schott down to Kistler on the elbow. Dishes back to Capel for a three, and that ball misses and goes out of bounds. Gators in a full court press. Luck is able to get in the hand in the passing lane, but that goes out of bounds. Stays Oswayo's ball. Welsh with a beeline into Landon. Landon's able to hold on to it and we get an arm checking foul on Schott. That is his second, team's third. With 5:28 left in the game, Messler over to Welsh. Welsh sees an opportunity, drives, hands it off to Bryant. Bryant's little 15-foot jumper misses. Causer with the rebound, who has to get it over to Capel. Capel brings it up. Schott with an opportunity. Gets fouled, but the foul is on the floor. So it is not a shooting foul. And that is on Bryant, I do believe. Yes, that is his first. Luck tries to get it into Capel, but that is knocked away by Good as he got inside the passing lane. Good little defense is being showed by both teams right now, causing turnovers. Luck is able to get into Causer. Causer loses the ball, but Port Allegany is able to hold on to it. Capel is able to get down to Causer again. His second attempt for the possession misses. Kistler was able to grab the rebound, but it was knocked out of bounds and stays Port Allegany ball. Luck looking for an opportunity, sees Causer. Causer jumper misses. Collides with his own player as they were trying to get the same rebound. That was missed. And Good goes the full length of the court and dishes off to Messler for a layup, making it 37-20 with 4:33 left. Luck to Causer, over to Schott. Schott gets a screen, finds an opportunity, and has the ball stripped as it hits his leg going out of bounds. Coming in for the Gators is Babcock and Hamilton as Welsh brings the ball up the court. Welsh gets around Hamilton and lays it up for two, making it 37-22 with 4 minutes left. Hamilton over to Causer, or not over to Causer, over to Schott, over to Babcock. Oswayo in a man defense again, which requires a lot of screens for it to be effective. Schott drives the lane, dishes over to Babcock. Babcock is fouled. I do believe that was Bryant. That is his second, team's fifth. And Babcock will be going to the line for two. That's misses. With Smith coming in for the Gators and Carr coming in for Oswayo. Babcock's second shot is off the mark as it's off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Carr. Carr gets it up to Landon. Landon crosses over, makes a reverse right-handed layup, misses, and the ball was tipped around, and Hamilton was out of bounds and attempted to jump inbounds, but was caught the ball while in midair, which causes it to be Oswayo's ball. Good gets the ball, but decides to bring it all the way out. Welsh, deep three, misses. Rebound, misses. Rebound is kicked over and kicked to Welsh. Welsh tries to pass it down low to Bryant, but hits an Port Allegany foot and is an immediate dead ball. Oswayo with a really different offense called and was able to find an opportunity on a breaking back door, but misses the layup. Hamilton takes the full court, misses the layup. Kistler rebounded it, but missed his layup. Good tries to drive and dish, but is fouled by Kistler on the body. Stays Oswayo on the floor. It's 4 team fouls, and it's Kistler's first. Lyons comes in for Landon for a short. Oh, it is a shooting foul. My apologies. I thought it was on the floor as he was dishing around and not shooting. Good's first shot is good, ironically, as Wirtz plays happen. His second shot off the mark, rebounded by Kistler. Smith bringing the ball up. And Smith's pass over to Luck slips out of his hands. Turns it over to Oswayo. Welsh is able to get the ball in, guarded closely by Hamilton. Hamilton trying to strip the ball of Welsh. Welsh had to hurry up and dish it over to Bryant. Cross-court pass, which is normally kind of risky, as it gives defenses an opportunity to do exactly that. Get a hand in the passing lane and tip it out, as that was Carr who was intended for. Oswayo trying to make the pass. Gets it into Bryant. Back over to Good. Good's little layup just bounces on the rim a couple of times, but Port Allegany's able to get up to it. Smith's long zipper pass over to Hamilton is unable to catch it, with 2:25 left, is turned over to Oswayo. Some of those passes are sometimes risky when you're trying to push it that far. Hamilton and Welsh going at the ball. Welsh has a running jumper over Babcock. That misses. And Smith comes up the court, gets it over to Luck. Luck down to Smith. Smith looked for an opportunity. Kistler, his 15-foot jumper misses. And Luck comes in and ties up the ball with Bryant, making a jump ball. Stays Port Allegany. And Miller and Messler come in for Oswayo. 2 minutes left in the game. Luck able to get it over to Hamilton. Hamilton to Smith, to Luck. Down to Babcock. Babcock pivots, looks for an opportunity. Dishes over to Kistler. Kistler's 15-foot jumper misses. Rebounded by Hamilton. To Smith. Luck for three. That's off the back of the rim. Smith is able for the rebound, and that goes up for two. Making it 39-23. And we had a foul as I was making notes in my paperwork with Smith. That is Smith's third, team's fifth. Welsh looking for a skip pass over the top. Not quite far enough. And Babcock is able to catch it. Lux looks for an opportunity. Gets it to Hamilton. Hamilton gets a screen. Loses handle on the ball. Ball bounces around back to Hamilton. And Hamilton with two. Long full court pass down to Miller. Miller's shot misses. With 55 seconds left, Hamilton opts to bring the ball up slowly. Over to Luck. Back to Hamilton. Port Allegany in a very slow choosing offense, trying not to pull out the clock or keep the possession. And gets fouled on the body by Carr. That's Carr's first, team sixth. And I didn't press a button over here to make it the score on the screen 41-23. I apologize about that. And Smith comes in, so there's two Smiths on the court right now. Comes in for the Gators. Derek Smith drives, dishes over to Luck. 17 seconds left. Port Allegany looks like it's just biding its time for a last second shot. Hamilton drives to the foul line. Misses. Rebound by Welsh. Welsh, fast break. Long three attempt off the front of the rim. Good try. And that will be the game, folks, as Port Allegany beats Oswayo JV 41-23. And we will be having the varsity boys coming out in just a few minutes. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with their starting lineups and play call just a little bit. Alrighty, folks, as we're coming down to the last 2.5 minutes of the varsity warm-up, we'll have the second game of the evening between the Oswayo Green Wave and the Port Allegany Gators. For the Gators, I know they're going to be doing the national anthem and the starting lineups. For the Gators, we have number 10, Moses, number 11, Button, number 12, Evans, number 20, Archer, and number 21, Rooting. And for Oswayo, we have number 2, Wiley, number 4, Skiver, number 5, Black, number 23, Bonnie, and number 30, Resig. I apologize if anyone from Oswayo and I have that incorrectly and I mispronounced someone. I do apologize. And as the captains get their instructions from the referees, handshake with everyone, we're going to be having our national anthem and starting lineups in just 60 seconds. And as coming into it, so as the announcer is naming things off, Oswayo comes into the game, into this night 3-8. And Port Allegany apparently I got the numbers wrong, so I'm going to be actually looking up their record as the national anthem plays. And the Port Allegany Gators' overall record is 3-4. And when you look at the disparaging numbers between 3-8 for Oswayo and 3-4 records, is because of Port Allegany did not attend a tournament at the very beginning of the season due to our football team making it to the state semifinals, which pushed it into the basketball season, and many of the players were actually missing due to the fact of being on that sports team. As the seniors are being introduced, senior number 4, Aiden Schuyler. So once again, we have Resig, Bonnie, Black, Skiver, and Wiley. And number 21, Jet Rooting. Number 20, Noah Archer. As you probably hear this coming across the loudspeaker, I'm going to hush up and let them take over. As the Gators and the Waves come out with last-second discussions from the coaches. Jump ball is gotten by Archer from Allegany, and Archer tries to bounce past Moses, who had stepped back, turns the ball over to Oswayo. Gators in a full court press, looking for a trap. They get it over to Resig. Resig back to Wiley. Wiley dumps down to Skiver. Back to Wiley. Wiley drives, dishes to Resig. Resig misses his three-point shot. Rebounded by Moses. Archer gets it over to Rooting. Rooting drives. Has the floating jumper. Misses that. Rebound by Resig. Skiver. Black, dishes up and is intercepted by Evans. Gets it down to Archer. Archer goes up for two and is fouled by Resig. That is his first, team's first. Then Archer go to the line for two. Archer's first shot, a little hard off the back of the rim. Next one is live. Archer's second one drains out, rebounded by Bonnie. Up to Black. Black spins, has to dish it over to Wiley. Wiley pump fakes, back to Black. Black steps in, his two-pointer misses. Rebound by Moses. They get it over to Rooting, back to Archer. Archer, little floating jumper, misses that also. Rebound by Black. Both teams unable to find the rim, or at least the center of the rim. Resig, three-point shot, misses. Rebound by Moses. And Archer gets it over to Evans. Evans, three-point shot, misses off the back rim, gets his own rebound, lays it in, misses that. Button is able to come down with the rebound and scores the first points of the game. Oswayo gets it quickly up. And Resig drives the baseline but is blocked by Button. That goes out of bounds. And it stays Oswayo ball. Black has to dish out emergency over to Bonnie. Back to Resig, over to Black, back to Bonnie, over to Resig. That was over to Wiley. And Bonnie has the ball stripped away by Rooting. Rooting takes it down, lays it up for two. And Oswayo gets it down. Pass is knocked away from Resig. Back to Bonnie, back to Black. Resig was looking for a dish off to Skiver, but Skiver has the ball go out of bounds and turns it over to Port Allegany. With the score 4-0, Archer sees an opening in the zone. Same with Rooting. Running jumpers, misses. Rebound was by Bonnie, and Bonnie gets over to Black and gets up the court. Over to Resig. Down to Skiver. Resig to Bonnie. To Skiver. Oh, sorry, that's Wiley. Over to Bonnie. Back to to Wiley. Wiley's three-point shot misses. Rebound by Rooting. Rooting up to Evans. High pass. He had to toss it up there. Has to get it back to Evans. Quickly over to over to Rooting. Sorry. Over to Moses. Down to Button, and Button scores for two. Black, fast court, sees an opportunity, lays it up. That is no good. And ball is tied up. And a little more aggressive action there. On Oswayo, there is a discussion with the referees. You got a foul on number 30, Resig. That is his second. In for Oswayo is Meatsock. Oh, sorry, that's his first, I do believe. And Button tries to pass it over to Moses, but tosses it right in the lap of Black. Black drives the lane and gets an offensive call on it as Evans had his feet set. I do apologize. I do actually have that correct there. The scoreboard is catching up. Moses up for two. Gets his own rebound. Misses. Button gets the rebound. And scores two. The scoreboard is updating back and forth as I'm not sure what's going on down there. But Skiver is able to do a reverse layup as it rotates around and is able to get 2 points on the board for Oswayo, making the score 8-2. Ball skipped over to Evans, back to Archer. Archer, three-point attempt, misses. Rebound Button. Button up for two. That's 6 points unofficially for him. Black is able to get around all the Gators and goes up for a layup and is fouled by Archer. That is Archer's first, team's first. Stays Oswayo's because it looked like they called it on the floor. Black gets it into Skiver. Skiver's shot misses. And ball is last touched, according to the referees, by Oswayo. Turned over to the Gators. Archer comes down, gets it over to Evans, to Button, to Moses. Back to Evans in the corner. Evans three-point shot, in and out. Rebound by Meatsock. Attempted interception by Bonnie, or by Rooting. Bonnie takes it up there. Saw an opening with Wiley, but Wiley was not seeing the same thing. And the ball goes out of bounds for a turnover. With 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Oswayo sitting in a 2-3 zone. In and out passing is a way to break that. Archer to Button. To Rooting. Rooting's three-point shot. Misses with an air ball. Evans is able to get to it, throw it blindly backwards, and it hits Black's feet, and it cranes back out of bounds. I don't know if you saw it on the camera. It's kind of a little impressive little play. Ball in Evans to Moses. Ruding drives. Evans to Archer. Back over to Ruding. Ruding running free throw jumper. Misses. Rebound by Archer. Archer into Moses. Moses kind of a jump hook. That misses. Rebound by Black. Black is able to get it down to Meatsock. Meatsock lost his balance. Had to dish it off. And Evans, as Port Allegany's coming down rapidly, passing it around, find an opportunity, and Evans not able to get it over to Button. And that ball goes out of bounds. Score is still 10-2 with 2 minutes left. Gators are in a man offense as Murr actually come in for Oswayo. He had a nice little layup, but that misses and goes out of bounds off of the Gators. Black tosses it all the way out. Gets it over to Bonnie. Bonnie, big three-point attempt, hits, making it 10-5. Button over to Archer, to Ruding. Archer, Evans, three-point shot, in and out, off the hands of Moses, and ball is tied up, and it's going to be Oswayo ball with a minute 29 left in the first quarter. Black walking it up, gets it over to Bonnie. Riesig tries to dump it down to Gator, or to Meatsock, but that is intercepted as the loose ball is passed around. Meatsock gets fouled while it was on the floor by number 11, Button. That is his first, team's second. Black has to dish it all the way out to Meatsock, but it's tipped over to Bonnie, apologies. Riesig drives the baseline again and is blocked by Button, which I do believe that is his second or third block unofficially there, because I'm just a guy up here in a booth. Black looking for emergency dish out, gets it all the way up to Bonnie at half court. Bonnie steps out, blocked by Evans, but picked up by Meatsock. Meatsock's jump hook misses. Rebound by Moses. Archer coming down. Gets it to Evans. Over to Moses. Back to Button. Ruding's power dribble misses. He gets on the floor. Able to get it over to Moses. Back to Evans. Over to Button. Button steps, but is called for too many steps with a travel with 39 seconds. As Black comes down, he sees a lane and gets fouled by Archer. That is Archer's second, team's third, and that was on the floor. With 32 seconds left, Funk comes in for Archer. That adds a little more height to the team. Ball is intercepted by Moses with 28 seconds left. And we get a timeout. That is a 30-second timeout by Port. And I do apologize. I was, due to, I want to say handwriting. It's actually Mertsock. My apologies. Because it looks like the R and the A looks very similar here. So I do apologize for anyone from Oswayo. I did have the first warning that I could have mispronounced someone's name, but I'll make sure to correct that from now on. And as we come out of the timeout, Rooting has the ball at the top of the key as Oswayo's in a 3-2. Black tries to strip him. Rooting able to get around over to Funk. Funk over to Evans at the top of the key. Hits the three. Last second desperation shot misses. Which ends the quarter with a score of 13-5. And we'll be right back. So as we come out of the intermission, for Port Allegany, Archer has 2 fouls, Button has 1. And for Oswayo, Resig has 2 and Black has 1. With both teams not having a high success rate of shot percentages, this could get into an interesting game as we get later in the game. Yes, I'm doing a play on words here, folks. This will be Port Allegany's ball as they come out. Does not appear to be any changes. Evans over to Funk. Funk, the three-point shot misses. And Button is able to get that rebound. And long pass, Funk was able to blindly put his hands up and actually knock it down to prevent a shot. While Resig tries to call it a play. Flurshirts actually came in. That was a substitution. He gets the ball stripped as he pumps it away. Rooting goes to full court and gets fouled by Wiley. That'll be his first, team's 4th of the half. And Rooting will go to the line for 2. Rooting's first shot rims around and does not fall. Rooting's second shot rims around also. Mertzok is able to come down with it. Gets it over to Wiley. Wiley to Black. Black pump fakes, drives foul line, jumper, misses, rebound Moses. Evans calls out a play, gets it over to Rooting. Evans, Rooting, Button, Rooting to Funk. And Mertzok gets called for the foul as he's reaching around, and that is Mertzok's first, team's 5th. Rooting to inbound. Oswayo in a 2-3 defense. Evans attempts to pass, gets it stripped as he drives. Rooting able to track it down, gets it to Funk, swings into Moses. Over to Rooting. Rooting is blocked as he drives. Button able to track it down. Gators resetting. Funk back to Evans. Over to Rooting. Ball is getting tipped as Oswayo's playing very good pass defense. Black is able to pick it up and make a run down for 2. And Button brought the ball down and Black was able to tie it up for a jump ball. and goes to Oswayo. Archer comes back in for rooting. Black over to Resig, over to Wiley. Resig looking for an opportunity. Gators are in a man offense or defense. Black gets switched over. Back over to Wiley. Passes. Picked off by Moses as I paused to watch the actual play instead of calling it out. I apologize. But Moses misses his layup. And Resig drives down. Evans able to get in the passing lane. Archer drives down, hands it off to Moses. Ball gets loose because of all the hands in the passing lane. And lots of loose balls happening here, folks. And Oswayo is able to get the ball down to Resig, and Resig lays it in for two, making it 13-9. Archer over to Evans, over to Button. Evans, long three is good, making it 16-9. Resig dribbling around. They get it down to Clearshirts, but he is not able to finish the layup. Rebounded and brought down. Archer to Evans, back to Archer. And Archer's three misses. Funk is there to pick up the rebound and put it back up for two. And I haven't pressed buttons here in a minute. I apologize. And Black was able to get down to Mertzok. Mertzok misses as Archer quickly brings it back up the court to Evans. Evans, three-point misses. Get Funk. Archer's three misses also. Button gets the rebound and fouled by Mertzok, and Button goes to the line for two. As substitutions are set for both teams. And that is Mertzok's second, team sixth. Rooting comes back in for Archer. Button's second shot is good also. Making it 20-9. That pass comes off of Bonnie's hands right into Buttons. Evans to Rooting. Rooting not able to get the pass because it was intercepted. Loose ball, and Oswayo comes up with it. Back to Black. Black spin move. Layup misses. Same team. Button able to come down with it. And Evans comes up the floor uncontested. Drives the center of the lane for a layup. Making it 22-9. Black hands off to Resig. Resig, three-point attempt, misses off the side of the rim, but Moses comes down with it. I'll get the names right someday. Evans over to Rooting. Rooting over to Evans. Evans, three-point shot, misses. Button comes down with it. Button goes back up with it, misses that. And Resig comes down with the rebound with 2:17 left in the half. And timeout by Oswayo. And Calhoun comes in for the Gators as Funk takes a breather. And we're going to take a 30-second break also to rest my voice and take a drink of water. Alrighty, as we come out, I was wrong. Cahoon took out, subbed out Rooting. So Black for Oswayo, dribbling around, jumper for only 2, misses that. Evans with the rebound. Evans over to Cahoon. Cahoon, pass fake. Gets deflected. Black is able to get it in quick dish, but Moses tips it around, and Button's shot misses. Funk was able to get the rebound and put it back up successfully. That's a couple of nice rebounds and putbacks that are happening. Oswayo gets it down to Mertzok, tipped around. Funk comes down with it, brings it up the court. Looks for an opportunity, sees Cahoon cross court, skips it back to Evans. Button, Moses, power dribble for Moses, and Moses is able to put it up for 2. Make it 26-9. That's what a good power move, good post player will do. Bonnie, deep 3. They airballed that one as it goes out of bounds. And for the Gators, Troop comes in for Button. Evans brings the ball up slowly, gets it over to Troop. Troop, 3-point attempt, misses off the front of the rim. Funk able to get the rebound, dishes over to Moses. And ball, as it gets tipped around as for attempts, lands on the line, out of bounds. With 42 seconds left in the half. Long pass from Black to Mertzok. Mertzok misses, but Bonnie's there to clean it up and put it back up for 2. Evans, not paying attention, almost gets the ball stripped by Skiver. And once again, folks, I do want to apologize for the mispronunciation. I am also getting corrected. We do get a full timeout for the Gators, and I will be taking a minute while we see the Port Allegany cheerleaders. With 18.5 seconds left in the half here, Port Allegany's probably trying to come up with a play to get that last second shot off. I do know that they've got a couple big 3-point shooters, sharpshooters out there. Where they've got Funk, Troop, and Evans, who can really shoot the ball from beyond the arc. With Cahoon mixing it up in there. Clock runs out as Cahoon drives around Wiley. Looking for a play, gets it over to Troop. Over to Evans. Evans, top of the key shot, misses. But loose ball. Funk and Bonnie are able to tie it up. Jump ball with 0.1 seconds left. Not even sure if there's enough time to really set that off, to actually officially set it off, depending on if and realistically, there's only like 0.3, 0.4 seconds where a human can actually interact in that speed. But Port Allegany tried a alley-oop type of tip play with Moses, and Moses was unsuccessful. So at the half, it's 26 Port Allegany, 11 Oswayo. And we will be back in about 8 minutes with the second half action. Alrighty, folks. We got about 3 minutes left before the second half kicks off. For the first half for Oswayo, we got Willie for 1, Skiver with 2 points, Black with 2 points, Bonnie with 5, and Resig with 2. For the Gators, we got Funk with 4, Moses with 2, Button with 8, Evans with 8, and Rooting with 2. Now, all those numbers are unofficial, as I'm doing stuff on the fly up here by myself, so this is by no means official, except for what you see on the scoreboard right in front of you guys. Also, if you're in the area and you do love what we do here on the stream, please make sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube and the notification bell, as the stream team here, that consists of Dave, Sean, and myself, we tend to bring all games, as many as we can, include girls, boys, wrestling, football, soccer, and we may even try to do baseball and softball this summer and spring. So make sure to hit those 2 buttons. It is free, and you get to get notified every time we do go live. Our next home game is going to be this Friday, and I had it in front of me just here a minute ago. And we do have the girls playing tomorrow at home, so we will be live for that also. And then Friday will be the boys against Gaelton. So make sure to tune in for all those games to see our Gators in action. And as far as I can tell, we're the only ones that actually do the announcing. Many other schools will have broadcasts going on, but we're the ones who are volunteering to go ahead and help out and do a play-by-play for some of those people that are out and about, maybe even doing the dishes and just want to hear someone doing something where they can't watch it. So thank you all for tuning in and watching the Gators. For the Gators, it looks like the starting 5 is coming back out with Evans, Moses, Button, Rooting, and Archer. And for Oswayo, looks to be matching with Wiley, Skiver, Black, Resig, and Bonnie. Black gets down to Resig. Down to Bonnie. Bonnie dishes back out to Wiley. Or to Resig. Skiver. Back to Resig. Trying to find an opportunity as the weave that tends to be happening against a man offense or defense. Black's attempt misses and taken right away from Evans as he come down. Archer over to Rooting for 3. Rooting hits it from downtown, making it 29-13. We're starting off this second half in rapid fire. Black tries to go over Moses. Moses is able to catch up to it, tries to hit Rooting on a fast break. That is intercepted by Black. Black tries to flip it back to someone, and Button was able to pick it up and finish the play. Black dribbles left, misses with Moses rebounding it. Archer comes down, sees Rooting on the side, no one in front of him. Rooting takes another shot. Evans tips it, and both players pin it to the ground. That is kind of a first for me, where they actually pin it and they both just keep pressing it down for a jump ball. It stays Gators. And I haven't pressed a button. There we go. And Archer brings it in, puts it into Moses as a horn was sounded too late. And Moses puts it in for making it 33-13. And Black was blocked by Evans, stayed in bounds, came up with Resick. Resick skipped it back over to Black. Black dishes it to Skiver. His three-point attempt misses, but rebounded by Wiley. And Wiley's able to put it up for two. Archer dishes down to Button. That misses. Rebounded by Moses. Archer's attempt also misses, but Resig's there to pull it down. And Bonnie, along with Oswayo, seem to be slowing it down. Wiley tries baseline. Stopped by Archer. Back to Bonnie, back to Wiley. Nice give and go pick and roll to Bonnie. Makes it 33-17. With 5:16. Evans, Moses, Button, back to Evans. Nice little triangle happening there. And Moses sees Ruding cutting on the back door. Ruding is able to come up with and make it. And that was a beautiful sight across the way. And Ruding goes to the line for two. That foul was on Resig. That is his third, team's first of the half. Mertzok comes in along with Flerschutz. And I will say I did also go down to the scores table at halftime and did confirm it is Mertzok. So once again, I apologize, folks. I put my mouth a few times. There's one volleyball player that this past fall season, she knows who she is. Ended up also having my mispronunciation happen. We have a jump ball tie-up, and it stays Oswayo's ball. Gators staying in a man defense. Black, give and go, over to Mertzok. Mertzok spins, a little jump hook, and that's good. Making the score 35-19. Archer comes down. Ruding, pump fake, dishes down to Button, and Button called for a travel. As Oswayo brings it down. Black over to Bonnie, little miscommunication there. And a weave pattern happening. Flerschutz drives the lane, running jumper is good. Evans, layup misses, Button gets the rebound, and Button puts it back up there, and the ball just kind of danced on the rim. But on that second attempt, as he got his own rebound, is fouled. And waiting for the scoreboard, that is on Mertzok. That is his third. Team's second. Button's first shot misses. Oswayo is definitely making better shots this second half, as their shooting percentage is definitely much higher. They're starting to chip away at that lead. Moses unable to come down with that rebound. And Moses gets called for the loose ball foul. That is his first, team's first of the half. Black over to Bonnie. Over to Flerschutz. Flerschutz trying to drive. And he's called for a travel as he was trying to get around a impromptu trap, it appeared, where Evans had cut off the sideline. Turns it over. Ruding. Lazy pass over to Archer. Moses. Button. Ball's loose as they're trying to dish it back out to Ruding. And Amel comes in as Rooting looks like he got banged up a little bit. Archer to Amel, Button. Moses on the back door side. Puts it up for 2 and is fouled by Mertzok. That is his 4th, team's 3rd, which isn't good for Oswayo as they lose a post player for a little while. Moses' first shot is up and good. And Moore comes in. Moses' second shot is also good. Wilfong comes in for Button for the Gators, making it 37-21. Wiley comes down, drives. That was close to a travel as an up and down. Loose ball deflects off of poor Allegany, so it stays Oswayo's ball. Oswayo gets it into Bonnie real low down the post, and that's good for 2. Making the score 37-23. Evans over to Amel, skips it over to Moses. Moses, power move, misses. And we got a foul on number 15, Joey Moore. That is his first, team's 5th, with Moses going to the line for 2. Moses makes that, and we had a horn for the shooter for a sub as Funk is ready to come in. His second shot is good for Moses, which allows that sub to come in. If not, it would have been a live ball. Oswayo brings the ball and gets the screen for Wiley. And Moore attempted to see an opportunity, but thought second of it. And Funk was in a hurry up because he saw a big window of where Amel was unguarded. And he kind of shuffled his way around. And Bonnie gets called for a travel also. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that some vacations are coming up for people because, man, they are packed up and ready to travel. Wilfong over to Evans. Archer, Amel, Wilfong. Wilfong's shot misses. Funk is able to come up with a rebound. And ball was tied up, but as it's tied up, Wilfong stepped out of bounds and turns the ball over. There are some opportunities where players are open, but they are not quite seeing them. Black gets the ball down to Resig. Resig backs him up, but Evans is able to come down with it. Drives, and Funk goes baseline. And missed the layup. Pump fake by Wiley, but Wiley also slid in, packed up for vacation because that is multiple travels right away. And Troop comes in for Evans. Archer over to Troop. Over to Archer. Amel. And Skiver was able to find that ball and predict it as they were kind of telegraphing it. Amel comes all the way back down as Archer was able to stop the ball and give him a pause, but Amel was able to tip the ball out of bounds. Ball into Skiver. Skiver's three-point shot misses. Amel gets it down to Troop, and Troop puts it up for two, making it 41-23. Black drives, dish it over to Florschutz. Florschutz drives, and the foul is called on the floor against Archer. Archer's third foul, and it was on the floor as Calhoun comes in for Archer, who is in a little bit of foul trouble, but they're trying to save him for later. Florschutz over to Wiley. Wiley gets a screen over to Black. Black looking for a skip, not seeing it. Finds an open lane, drives, nice little floater right-hander, and puts it in for two. Calhoun looking for opportunity because the Oswayo's in the 3-2. Sees Troop in the corner. Troop, three-pointer. As we hear the crowd going nuts with 24 seconds left. Black attempts to drive again. Amel comes down with the rebound. Goes on a fast break. Sees an opportunity and lays it in for two. Fast court. As Gators, Calhoun, Troop to Amel, and Amel gets fouled hard. And he's going to be going to the line. That is Skiver's first, team's fifth. With 0.9 seconds left in the third quarter. Amel's first shot misses. More than likely, they're going to try and just do a big toss. Bonnie gets the rebound, and he tries a one-handed throw, but even still, with a little bit of seconds left, not able to get a good shot off, as it was not counted. And we have the Port Allegany cheerleaders, coached by Terry Austin and Lisa Redmond. We have Lily Babcock, Kaylin Bonowitz, Addison Burr, Devin Carpenter, Jersey Gomet, Savannah Hart, Kaylee Lloyd, Mackenzie Mitchell, and Avery Redmond. And managed by Michaela Alcorn. And looks like a new group of subs are going to be coming in for the Gators. As Evans gets the ball into Archer, we start the fourth quarter. Rooting, we have the starting lineup for the Gators back in, and we get a foul real quick on Wiley, his second, team sixth. So we have Archer, Rooting, Evans, Button, and Moses in. Archer over to Rooting. Evans dumps it down to Button. Button gets fouled. by Resig. That'll be his 4th, team 7th. And while Moses was going to the line, was shooting, so he'll be shooting for 2. That does put Port Allegany into the bonus, as that is 7 team fouls. For Moses' first shot is good, and his percentage from the free throw line is excellent. I have not kept track of that. I know he's only missed 1. Yep, make that 2. That's me jinxing them. I'm sorry there, Moses. As Oswayo comes down, Black able to find a hole, puts a shot up, and Black gets called for a foul as he was reaching in, and Evans will be going to the line, and that's Black's 2nd, team's 8th. Evans' first is good. Making it 48-25. And Evans' second is also good. Make that 49-25. Black brings the ball down. Splits defenders, lays it up, misses. Wiley able to get the rebound. Gets it back out to Resig. Wiley drives. Mertzok. That misses. Ruding comes down with the rebound. Gets it over to Evans. Back to Moses. Archer. Ruding. Evans. Pump fake. Dump down to Moses. Dump down to Ruding. Ruding's shot is partially blocked. Brought up by Mertzok. Over to Wiley. Wiley is able to do a little weave around the defenders and gets a foul called on Moses. Goes to the line for 2. That is Moses' 3rd. Oh. No, my apologies. That's just a mark on the paper. That is 2 fouls on Moses. That's 3rd team foul. Wiley's first shot is good. And a full team substitution for the Gators, where we have Troop, Crow, Wilfong, Calhoun, and Causer. And Wiley's second shot is good. With Calhoun bringing the ball up. Oswayo goes into a 2-3. Calhoun, Troop, Wilfong, Calhoun, Causer, Troop, 3-pointer is good as they swing it around. Which makes it 52-47. Black is able to see Fleurshirts on the back door. That's 2 for him. Calhoun finds lanes, drives in there, lays it up with the left hand. Black able to get a semi-obstructed, basically not really a moving screen, but just had a body in the way and get some separation for a layup. With Causer swinging it around. Calhoun to Troop. To Causer. Back to Troop. Troop finds a running jumper and banks it off the... So the bank is open late tonight, folks. And Resig drives and is called for the travel as Easter came a little hot, early because he hopped around with the score 56-31. Troop to Causer. Causer three-pointer is long and goes out of bounds. And Wiley brings the ball up. Dishes down to Mertzog. Mertzog, power move. Nice move, just happened to miss it off the mark. Rebounded by Crow. Calhoun brings the ball up. And gets stripped by Black. Falls into Reesig's hands, who gets it over to Flerschertz. Oswayo looking to really drive the lane, find those opportunities with twos. But Black is able to get a wide open three-point look. And Mertzog gets called for over the back. That is his fifth foul and has fouled out of the game. And as that's away from the ball, that is not considered a shooting foul. But that is the team's ninth foul. And we had a few substitutions come in for Oswayo. We got Murr. Calhoun takes a deep three from the top of the key, rebounded by Murr, with Welch coming in. Black and Bonnie also were in the, Bonnie also substituted in. Nice little pick and roll happened there, but Bonnie not able to keep a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Troop goes almost the full court, loses the handle. Loose ball to Wilfong. Wilfong puts it up for two. Reesig drives left and gets a foul called on Wilfong. That is Wilfong's first, team's fourth. Paul, nice pump fake there by Murr, but gets it off Black. Black tries to lay it up, misses, and Troop is able to come down with it. He goes almost coast to course. Calhoun takes a nice three, wide open, misses. Crow rebound. Causer puts it up, misses, blocked. Wilfong's shot is blocked. And a little jump ball, loose connection there, trying to rebound it between Crow and Bonnie was able to get a hand on it and move it out of bounds. So it stays Port Allegany. Troop has a bad pass to Calhoun, gets over to Black. Black lays it up. Almost had that miss because he hit the net coming in, but makes it two. Making it 58-33. Troop with a deep three, misses. Causer is able to get the rebound, was losing his balance, he's going out of bounds, and is able to throw it into Murr, who goes out of bounds, and it stays Port Allegany ball. And Good comes in. Calhoun trying to thread a needle to Crow. That misses. And Black layup misses. Troop is able to get the rebound, get over to Calhoun. Calhoun drives, lays it up for two. Making the score 60-33 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And Troop gets called on a shooting foul for Black. That is Troop's first, team's fifth. And Black gets the shooter's roll. And Black is good for another 2. Making it 60-35. And I'd have to tabulate the unofficial points here once the game's over. Cahoon pump faking, looking for help. Defender wasn't even close to him, so 5 seconds wouldn't actually trigger. Wilfong gets it down to Causer. Causer doesn't like what he sees. Dumps out, goes to Troop. Troop, another deep 3. Misses. Rebound by Bonnie. And good, brings the ball up slowly, hands it off to Welsh. Welsh gets it to Bonnie. Down to Resig. Resig goes up. No good. Black's able to come up with the rebound, gets it back to Resig. Crow with the rebound. Cahoon. And Cahoon saw an opportunity, but got a carry called where he brought his hand underneath the ball and kind of had hesitation as he was going to try and zip it in, but was not unable to. Less than 60 seconds left in the game. Black with a little alley-oop and gets called for a push on Troop. And Black will go to the line for 2. That is Troop's second, team 6th, with 48.2 seconds left in the game. That's a good free throw for Black. And that's a second good one for him. Cahoon to Troop. They're going to bring it up slowly as they don't have any urgency. They're going to spread it out. Oswayo has a 3-2, but they're going to have to pull it out some. Down to Crow, back to Causer. Skips it over to Troop. Troop's just going to hold it, look for a window, someone open. And Black is able to pick his pocket. And Black lays it up for 2. Cahoon brings up the last few seconds. And that's the game, with Port Allegany pulling it out with a score of 60-39. Unofficially for Port Allegany, Amel with 2, Funk with 4, Moses with 9, Button with 10, Evans with 10, Cahoon with 4, Rooting with 7, Wilfong with 2, and Troop with 10. On Oswayo's side, unofficially, once again, folks, Wiley with 5, Skiver with 2, Black with 14, Fullshirts with 4, Bonnie with 9, Resig with 2, and Mertzok with 2. Once again, folks, thank you for tuning in. We do have the girls varsity tomorrow evening, so make sure to tune in for that. Game time start, or stream will kick off at 6 p.m. and then we're back again for the boys on Friday. Until then, folks, I'm Dan Funk, part of the